It's Mindset Tuesday, and today was one of those days where the process tries to mess with your head. One of the jobs that I had applied for in Sembach, Germany got canceled. No explanation, just gone. Disappointing, yes, indeed, but we're keeping it moving. But on an up note, that woman in Landstuhl who hadn't responded to my DM, she finally messaged me back, y'all, with information that actually helped. And what she said gave me a whole new reason to stay encouraged. So stay with me because I'm going to tell you what happened, what I do when postings get canceled, and how to keep your momentum when it looks like nothing is moving. Hey family, welcome back to Ways of Change. I'm Vanessa, and this is day 21 of 100. Posting every day while I take you with me on my overseas job hunt and the mindset it takes to keep going, even when the results feel inconsistent. It's Mindset Tuesday, and today I want this episode to feel like fuel for the fight because this here ain't no fairy tale. Let me tell you, here's what you're going to get. A quick field report, including the information about the Sembach cancellation. Information on that Landstuhl message that brought clarity. And a special segment on why you can't postpone joy while you're waiting on your next step. So comment encouraged if you're staying in the game, even when the process is unpredictable. All right, y'all know what time it is. Field report time. I feel like a broken record this week. No applications were submitted today. Period. There's nothing there for me. And unfortunately, one of the jobs in Sembach was canceled. There was no explanation, no extra details, just canceled. Let me read what it says exactly. Here's what it said. This is to notify you that the hiring official has canceled or postponed filling the following vacancy to which you applied. The announcement number, the position, hiring office, location, Sembach. Boo. Now, I'm not going to lie, that was disappointing. Because when something looks like a real option and then it disappears, it sucks. But we don't have time for a pity party. Because I also have good news. The person in Landstuhl, the woman who hadn't responded to my DM, finally messaged me back. She was very informative and honest, by the way. She said the workload can depend on your unit and on the leadership, and the work-life balance is manageable if you have good boundaries. Then she said something important. She mentioned there may be more openings coming to Landstuhl soon. Now, I'm not counting anything before it happens, but I'm taking that as a reason to stay encouraged and to stay ready. Even without applying, I did my LinkedIn SOP, standard operating procedures. I did 3 connection requests, 2 follow-ups, and about 15 minutes of liking and commenting. Real engagement, not just drive-bys, because networking globally is about visibility and consistency. Not just, hey, hire me. The lesson for today. If you keep showing up, you'll eventually hear back from the right people. Now let's talk about that Sembach cancellation for a second, because this is where a lot of people lose momentum. When something gets canceled with no explanation, your brain wants to do 2 things. It wants to take it personal or make it mean the whole plan isn't working. But here's what I'm practicing. I'm not letting one canceled posting rewrite the whole story. A cancellation is not a prophecy. It's not a sign you should quit. It's just information. And strategy-wise, here's what I do when postings get pulled. I keep my saved searches clean. I stay ready with my resume and my cover letter. And I keep building relationships because people will tell you things job announcements won't. That Landstuhl reply today is exactly why networking matters. Because sometimes the job posting disappears, but the opportunity is still loading behind the scenes. So our mindset tip of the day is to stay encouraged. And I don't mean that in a just be positive type of way. I mean in a practical way. Encouragement is something you could practice. Now, here are 5 ways I stay encouraged when the progress looks slow. I measure inputs, not outcomes. Outcomes are delayed, but inputs are daily. Today, my inputs were engagement, connection requests, follow-ups, and staying ready. The second thing is to keep a proof list. A proof list is a running note of evidence that you're moving. The application submitted, I look at it every morning. Referrals, the replies, the new connections, the new information. Today, I added a new item on my proof list, that lawn stool reply. And she said, more hiring may be coming. Number 3, don't confuse quiet with closed. Just because you're not hearing back doesn't mean nothing is happening. A lot of hiring processes are slow. A lot of people are busy, and a lot of doors open on timelines you can't even see. Number 4, protect your energy with boundaries, like the lady said from lawn stool. Work-life balance can be manageable with good boundaries. That's not a Germany lesson, that's a life lesson. If you don't practice boundaries now, you'll take burnout with you overseas. And then you want to borrow encouragement from your future self. Sometimes I literally ask myself, what would the version of me who already made it say today? And she would say, keep going, Vanessa. Don't get dramatic. Stay ready. Because discouragement loves drama. Encouragement loves discipline. And today, I choose encouragement. Like usual, we're going to anchor this with scripture because encouragement is important, especially on a day where a posting gets canceled and you don't get an explanation. Romans 8:28 says, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him and who have been called according to his purposes. And I love that Romans 8 starts with, and we know. Not we hope, not we wish, not maybe, we know. That means even the parts that feel inconvenient counts. Even the parts that feel confusing counts. Even the parts that feels disappointing count. So when that Sembach job gets canceled with no explanation, I'm not going to let my mind run wild and label it a loss. Because Romans 8:28 is basically God saying, you don't have to understand it for me to use it. Sometimes the cancellation is protection. Sometimes it's redirection. Sometimes it's timing. Sometimes it's a reroute away from a supervisor or a unit that would have drained you. Sometimes it's clearing space for something that's bigger. And yeah, sometimes it could just be the system doing what the system does. But even that can still work for your good. So today I'm choosing to interpret that cancellation notice with faith and maturity, not frustration. Not why is this happening to me, but okay, what's next for me? And that's why I can stay encouraged without pretending. I could say that was disappointing and still say I'm still being guided. Now let's get on to the topic of the day because this is where a lot of people get stuck. Today's topic is don't postpone your joy. Because job hunting has a sneaky way of making you delay your life. You tell yourself, I'll relax when I get the offer. I'll celebrate when I get overseas. I'll be happy when I'm finally settled. I'll feel peace when the emails start coming. But if you do that, you're basically putting your joy on hold until a system approves you. And that's too much power to give a job announcement. So here's my new variation for today. Write it down if you need it. Joy isn't my reward for finishing. Joy is my strength while I'm building. One more time. Joy isn't my reward for finishing. Joy is my strength while I'm building. Because joy is not denial. Joy is not pretending nothing's hard. Joy is choosing to stay human while you build. And I'm saying this especially for the people who've been strong for everybody else. Some of us don't even realize we're postponing joy because we think we're being responsible. But there's a difference between being responsible and being emotionally unavailable to your own life. So what does not postponing joy look like while you're still in the thick of it? Joy in your routine. Joy might look like making coffee and actually sitting down to drink it, not standing up refreshing USA Jobs like it's the stock market. Just sitting, present, breathing. How about joy in your boundaries? That lawn stool message had a gem. Work-life balance is manageable with good boundaries. So part of not postponing joy is practicing boundaries now, not later. Because if you don't know how to rest in your current life, you're not going to magically learn how to rest when you get to Europe. And joy in your relationships. Joy is texting someone back. It's laughing at something small. It's being a whole person, not just a job seeker. Joy in your progress. Joy is recognizing that today still had movement. I sent connection requests. I did follow-ups. I engaged with people. And I received information that could matter later. That's not dog poop. That's momentum. And joy as a form of faith. And this is the biggest one for me. Choosing joy while you're still waiting is a form of faith. It says, I trust God is working even when I can't see the full picture. I trust the cancellation didn't cancel my calling. I trust I'm being guided, not punished. I trust the right door won't miss me. So yes, Sembach got canceled. Disappointing. Boo. But my joy is not canceled because I'm not going to let a waiting season steal my living season. And here's the question I want you to sit with. Are you postponing your joy until something changes? If you are, let today be your reminder. Stop auditioning for a future life and start living the life you have right now. All right, family, thank you for being here for day 21 of 100. If today resonated, comment encouraged because we're staying in it to win it. And if you've been postponing your joy until the job offer, until the move, until life looks different, comment joy and choose one small moment of light you're going to allow yourself this week. Something fun. And if you're following this overseas job hunt, subscribe to Ways of Change. I'm showing up every day, and we're doing this one step at a time. Hey, y'all, I'm Vanessa, and this is Ways of Change. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow for day 22. Bye now.